Hello, people of the multiverse, and welcome to another story. Today, we adventure under the mountain in a game called Hammerting. As always, though, at the start of the stream, we're just going to be getting everything set up. So kick back, relax. We'll get into things shortly. Hey, Dancer, welcome in. Thank you very much for the host. Hey, that is Twitter sorted out. The game that Jenny was talking about, if that helps at all. Going through, letting the usual people know that we are here. And yeah, it is Friday. There would be new epic things. I usually don't end up looking on Friday just because Friday is effectively one of my short days. Hey, that is all sorted out. So, answer anything interesting on Epic? What am I doing at the moment? Apparently, I'd already gotten assists. And welcome in. Good to well, it's good to see you. It just sounds weird saying it because I'm the one that's about to be on camera. War beast. That's right. Worked out last time that it was the top route faster. Sunny! Welcome in. It has been a while. How are you doing? I don't know why I'm looking at that. I just looked at that. There's good. So much has happened. Good things, I hope? I am doing okay. Still here, still chugging along, still trying out new stuff. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so with frame raiders all sorted out. Hi everybody! So today we are playing Hammerting. From what I have been told, it's a colony management game that's in a similar sort of feel to Oxygen Not Included, in that sort of like that kind of 2D sense, that there are a bunch of dwarves and they live in a mountain and you've got to get them to mine and make things and survive and stuff like that. But I've been told it's pretty extensive, that there's a lot to see and do. So we're gonna try it out a bit, see what we can find. Autobahn! I played Dwarf Fortress a very long time ago and couldn't really gel with the graphics of it. So, did not play it as much as some people that I know. Okay, so I'm going to be starting a new game. We are going to be doing, like the tutorial and stuff. So just for the purpose of, like, trying out the game, we're going to be dropping that down. We're going to be making everything huge because, you know, being able to explore as much as possible is something that I enjoy in a lot of games. Now we have the always controversial thing of naming stuff. Mapseed don't care, but what would you like our colony to be called? Does anyone have any ideas for an underground colony name? And Sunny, I am glad that things are for the best. I hope that you're doing okay and that you said that so much has happened. Hopefully it's majority good stuff other than your breakup. So that would be a weird place name. Like, if we went to a city called the Clan of the Reborn, I'd be a bit confused. That sounds like an organization name to me. Yeah, we're naming the colony, not the people in the colony. Misty, welcome in. How are you doing? And Eldolf. Hello, hello. How are you as well? I happen to be interacting with two different Elder Wolves fairly, like, semi-regularly now. It's interesting. Something hold could be good. You know what? For shits and giggles, It will be something hold. Oh, apparently it doesn't like punctuation. Or maybe... Why won't it let me do this? Okay. Okay, I just had to press enter at the end, otherwise it didn't like it. Okay, here we go. Migraines. That's no good. Are you feeling better? Welcome to the mountain. You control a colony of dwarves aiming to establish themselves in the mountain and to support their faction in the Great War raging on the overworld. To do this, you must dig, mine, build, and craft. Build a quarry and explore until you amass sufficient mountain lore to acquire the knowledge of metallurgy. And construct a small foundry. Continue to trade, explore, and acquire new knowledge for further progress. I am glad that you're feeling better. This is the left top bar. Up here, it's top left. Where you can see the status of your mountain. So we have a bunch of tokens from the look of it and some people and stuff. Use these buttons to reach the overworld map, research new technologies, or manage your mountain home. In this area, you can see how much coin, lore, and dwarves you have. Okay. That's coins. Lore. Trade lore. There's two different... There's mountain lore and there's trade lore. And, how many dwarves? Okay. Hey, welcome in. The top right bar... the right top bar displays time-related information. So you can see it's Sardane, first and first fourth. Use the speed control to pause, resume, or speed up the game. This is the current date in the game. Here you can find buttons for Book of Things, where you can learn more about the game, and main menu. Down at the bottom here, we have, you'll find the action menu. From this menu, you can make orders for your dwarves. Want a specific dwarf to carry out an order, left-click on the dwarf before issuing an order. Okay, so it's more direct colony management than, oh no, you can tell people to do stuff in RimWorld as well. Okay, so yeah. Relatively the same then. Use the infrastructure and room section to expand your base. They will bring you more options as you research. So, infrastructure, rooms. Finally, we got the outliner, which lists your dwarves, rooms, missions, and alerts. Go forth! Sound of footsteps approach from the entrance. Your adventure is about to start. Expand your mountain home and help your allies in the overworld. Early cave missions found in the outliner are a great way to learn the game. May your riches ever be bountiful. Good luck. Okay, so pause relatively easily, just hitting space. AR, you're sorting out your RAM stuff? That's good to hear. I hope that that goes smoothly. Okay, so the outliner is kind of gone. Wait a second. Okay, maybe this is the outliner? I'm not sure. Wait, the missions are over here. I thought that they would be in the outliner. Okay, I'm a bit confused. There, just so everyone knows, there isn't anything behind my head. There's just, you know, the game. No information there. Okay, so we've got Stone from Stone. For the glory of our clans and for ourselves, we have broken through the mountainside here at cold, forbidding Mount Razdarum. Our first priority must be to establish a secure foothold in the rock. And the stone of these halls we now call home. Let us construct a small quarry and try our hands at quarrying some rock. Okay. Well, let's get them all in first. There we go. There are 3 dwarves. Let me... This is the character window. Not only does it show info about selected dwarf, but you can also issue specific orders. Move to or attack as the orders that you can issue to this dwarf whenever it is open. From here you can see the dwarf, that dwarf's level, experience, and name. The dwarf's name can be changed by either pressing the name or the quill icon left. You okay, Panda? What's going on? This is the dwarf portrait, where you can see their current action in the top right corner. On the bottom, you'll find what tools the selected dwarf has selected. These tools define what tasks the dwarf can perform. Okay. The little button in the bottom left corner of each tool shows whether auto-equip is enabled. You can left-click the button, toggle auto-equip, or hover to open a small menu. Specify how the auto-equip should behave. Okay, interesting. Bunch of information, apparently. Vacation stress shouldn't be a thing, but I get what you mean. The Conditions tab is the most important tab to keep track of. It shows the dwarf's health and desires, which are the pillar of the dwarf's well-being. So I've got health, energy, morale, greed, and hunger. Health will be replenished with healing items such as gauzes or medicine. Morale requires drinks, although water is acceptable. A proper beer is what a dwarf really longs for. And food to satiate. Satiate? Yes. Hunger. That's better than nothing, Dancer. Energy will be restored as the dwarf gets sleep. In order to get proper sleep, a dwarf will need a dwelling with their own bed to sleep in. In order to keep greed in check, the dwarves will take some money from your treasury as payment for their labor, but they will soon need a dwelling to store their hard-earned coin, or the greed will drop. These are the dwarf attributes. They grant a bonus to specific tasks and increase certain stats found in the stats panel. The attributes will automatically increase according to the dwarf's best job whenever they level up. Okay. There's a lot to take in. These are the Talent, Equipment, and Relations tab. Use these tabs to specialize your dwarf or oversee how they're perceived by the rest of Mountain Home. The Top Professions tab lists the selected dwarf's best professions top to bottom. You can use this menu to enable, disable, or favorite jobs for the dwarf. Okay, so yeah, fine grain control, which is all well and good, but not like I don't need this front loaded. It'd be better if we could get started and then do all of this, but I don't want to dismiss it in case it doesn't tell me again. Stats tab shows the dwarf's general stats. They can be increased with attributes and talents. Take note that some environments might change the values for speed or vision rate. I see a giveaway started. This panel shows the inventory of the dwarf. Although they have 12 slots, they cannot fill out all the slots if the items carried are too heavy. Okay. Got a hauling capacity as well as this. Dwarf can only carry up to 1 silver coin or 100 copper coins, and will suffer loss of greed if they cannot store their wealth in a dwelling. Okay, that was a lot. So the reason that I clicked on the dwarf to begin with is I was hoping that they would let me change the name of the dwarves, which they do, but then we got bombarded with it all the rest. So the question is, does anyone want to be a dwarf? I don't mind. I can just go with the default names, but if you would like to be a dwarf, I'm happy to rename them. Grim! Welcome in. No, we want to do it. Yeah. There you go, Grim. You are a dwarf. Now, Dancer, it seems that we only have, like, male-presenting dwarfs so far. I don't know if it's possible to have otherwise. Do you care? Autobahn, you want me to name one Diggy Diggy with the last name of Hole? You want Dream Dancer instead? No worries. Grim was born underground, suckled from a teat of stone, raised in the darkness, safety of our mountain home. You were asking if Dancer was going for that. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay. So, we need to construct something. Infrastructure. No. Rooms. Small quarry. We need 2 blocks of granite. A small quarrying operation for the extraction of stone from the mountain. Often useful when laying down the first structures of a mountain home. Okay. It doesn't... Oh, okay, okay. That looks like there's room here. Let's see how they do with that. Okay, we have tutorial, UI top bar. Book of Tings. Okay, so we can come back here and it explains all the stuff. That's good to know. Grim, that is not providing a tune for me, so no. I guess I am unfamiliar. Okay, so as they get closer to areas, it does explore things. Which means that these aren't walls, they're just, we haven't gone there yet. Oh look, we can, look how far we can zoom out. It's the crafting menu. From here you can start, reduce various items. This panel shows how much health the building currently possesses, as well as what priority the building has. By selecting a recipe from the recipe list, you'll be able to see what materials are required to craft a selected item. Okay, makes sense. You can left-click the requirements to change the input material. For example, you can change the generic, I'm guessing that's iron ingot, to a specific copper ingot. Oh, so that is a generic ingot to a specific copper ingot. Okay. You leave the input unselected, dwarves will choose what material will be used themselves. Cool, okay. And I headed to bed. No worries, Panda. I hope that you get good sleep and that tomorrow is better than today. When you've chosen your recipe and desired materials, you can press the craft button to commence the production. You can hold shift while clicking to increase the amount by 5 or control to increase by 20. Before you hit the craft button, you can enable maintain order. This will make sure that you always have a certain amount of an item in stock. That's awesome. Click the button once for global maintain order or twice for local. When you've issued a craft order, you'll be able to track it in the queue list. You can add or subtract the amount of items you want to craft, pause the order, or toggle maintain order. Items on top of the list have the highest priority to be completed, so use the arrow button to change what items should be crafted first. You can hold control and click the arrow button, move an order to the very bottom or very top. Cool. What do we have? We have granite chunks. Okay, it doesn't seem to let me do anything here. Well, I think we used 2 to be able to, no. We used a certain amount of resource that I wasn't paying attention to make this. Let's have a look. Blocks of granite. This is making chunks of granite. So I don't know how to turn one into the other yet. There we go. Okay, that is telling us about the dwarves, which I already got hammered into me. And we need to craft 10 granite chunks, okay. Cool. Now the next thing is sounding the depths. Acquire 3 mountain lore. So how do we do that? In order to thrive in the mountain, we must constantly strive to increase our understanding both of it and of the natural and supernatural worlds. Define it. Explore the mountain to earn mountain lore, and use it to acquire the knowledge of metallurgy. So explore. How do I get you to explore? Kinda like that. Grim, you're my explorer for right now until I figure out someone might be better at it. Apparently you have better ideas though. Okay, so we can just mine out areas. That's interesting. The question is how, like, there's stuff up here that I want. How would I get up there? Landscaping. Infrastructure. All scaffold stairs. Use granite chunks to be able to do it. Cool. Will this work? Why are they jumping instead of climbing the scaffolding? No, Dancer Dixborough is not active. I tried, but it wouldn't detect the game. Grim, you are a winner. Congratulations. How do I disable things? Tear down a building. Are you gonna do this with Dancer standing on it? Yes. Did Dancer take damage from that? Yes. Note to self. The dwarves are dumb. We have found slime. Which would be a useful time to be doing the combat tutorial. Your dwarves will occasionally come into combat with the fierce creatures populating the deep mines of the mountain. The dwarves' ability to damage their enemies is governed by the level of their militia profession as well as by the quality of the weapon they are using. Your dwarves will automatically engage nearby enemies, and you can also order them to attack by using the attack command in your action menu, or by selecting a dwarf and right-click enemy. Okay, we don't have the ability to train, or like don't have, there we go, we don't have better weapons, so hopefully we can take on slimes without too much problem. Apparently you're fine. Apparently just murder slimes. Hey, not going that way. Oh, these things are... And there's a battle. We have arrived in our new mountain home. Sega Salthav. Well, no, those names are all wrong. Stand ready to transform this hole in a rock into a keep worthy of any dwarf. May their beards be long and their pickaxes forever sharp. Oh, we have a whole lore book. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this right now. New biome discovered. A new biome region, Dawn-lit Caverns, was discovered. Its unique characteristics are 3 times mountain lore. Okay, let's do the battle. Come back to do this. Okay, I see Sakish? Could be Sakish. There with a raging warrior. That is it for now. Hopefully our 19 friends will be enough. Go get them, people. Hey, Sakish took out the top spot with Dancer assisting. Sakish also got one of the epics. Only one epic. Random rewards go to Dancer. You get some archers. It's a boss battle. That's right. There are the layers of boss battles going ahead. What else do I have to do? No specific units. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to keep going with my musketeers in the hopes of getting assists. So this is a boss battle with a boss chest, but I think that that's the evil marbles, probably the only boss thing that I can see. Okay. Okay, so... Grim! Stop over here. You should totally check it out. There we go. Now, one of these things was... knowledge. Metallurgy. The knowledge of metallurgy allows us to construct foundries and smelt copper ore, taking us the first steps on the path to mastery of dwarven artifice. The furnace roared as the arcs of metal poured from its molten innards into the casting mold. Thus were the stars first made. From the Badian Chronicle. That's right, I was... Look at that later. We bought a research. Completed a mission. They just disappeared on me. Mission started. Righteous Affluence. Due to recent developments, the Mountain Home has a new mission. Okay. Getting away from me. Tara, welcome in. Who are you bonking? Wow. Do I get a say in this? Accept an overworld mission. Mopping the floors, destroy slimes, and destroy a bleeding atrium. Strike the earth, mine 4 copper ore. Well, that's nice, neat. Got a bunch of copper here. Victory conditions, righteous affluence. Construct a large vault and fill it. Okay. Okay, so I'm not being told to do this at the moment, but let's build a new room. There we go. Small foundry. How do I make blocks of granite, though? Curious how this is going to work out, because it looks like that it requires mining. Yeah, Tara, how's things? What's been going on? Dancer, that's a very good question, especially since your books tend to involve hitting people with swords. Difficult to differentiate things. Okay, so the foundry is going to let us make copper ingots. Come on, surely they can... Okay, there we go. So with copper ore, we can make copper ingots. They said they make how many? 4. Danny, welcome in. How are you today? Booper is anything that's not your sword, typically a wrench or a hammer. Yeah, see, that's still... That is not my understanding of how boops work. Typically, boops are meant to be a gentle thing that is just like touching someone on the nose. It is meant to be a small playful thing, not like a whack. Bonks, on the other hand, tend to be hitting people over the head with something, or, you know, having sex. Remembered you've been in this community for a little over a year now. Very cool. Yeah, we've been going for a while, so it's been nice getting to know people. No, Dancer, it's bonk. Bonking is a thing that people do. Okay, crafting a smithy is up, but I don't have the ability to smithy, so... Requires 15, and probably is a good idea to do that. What's this, though? Stairway, hand pump, walls and doors, bridges. Okay, so useful things. Something tells me that they're gonna want food. But I'll just follow the quests for now. I feel like we should be storing a bunch of this stuff. Like, I don't know why they mine it and then just leave it on the ground. I also don't know how to tell how much of a given resource we have. And they want me to make a blacksmith's hammer. So, we've got an ironworker's hammer loaded to the brim with forceful blows to make sparks fly and metal sting. We need a hammerhead and a handle and fuel. So if we make a hammerhead, great handle, don't know about fuel. We're missing ingots, apparently. Yeah, so that says 2 ingots are missing. Okay, so... and make beams as well. And, like, really, what isn't slang for sex at this point? You know, pretty much anything can be used to be a euphemism. You just gotta, like, say it with the right tone and in the right sequence. Which is why I was asking Terra, like, do I get in the say in the matter of being bonk? Okay, mystery person. Go and explore. We need to do more research. There's all sorts of things that we need. Nice. Okay, you can just climb up stuff. Look at all the metal. They can jump. Nice. don't know what we're burning for fuel, by the way. They just seem to be having fuel. Now that's an offer. Grim, that... Oof. Just... silver-tongued devil. Possibly coal, possibly dwarf poops. Again, I don't know because I don't know how to tell how much resources I've got. Okay, now we're up to constructing the dwelling, which is something that I was like wanting to start off with. Apparently being able to make things out of metal is more important to the dwarves than having a home. Establish sovereignty by formalized learning, or construct a dwelling, assign 1 dwarves to a dwelling. That seems like the best option. A dwelling provides a place to rest and a place for dwarves to stash their coin. Without appropriate lodgings, dwarves will eventually become unable to withdraw their regular wages from the communal coffers, eventually causing their greed meters to run perilously low. Okay, the question is... How? I'm looking through the various different knowledges that we can get. Hit Populous, Arcane Workshop, Dwarven Map, Parchment. No, those are not things. There we go. Dwarven trade relations, where the dwelling comes in. That makes so much sense. Oh, I didn't read this one out. The knowledge of blacksmithing allows us to construct smithies and to work base metals into various simple tools, where force and precision combine to make metal into form. Using deliberate and thoughtful action, smithing occurs. A dwarven life is an ingot, pounded in its course by the hammer of will, by Broom, dwarven philosopher. Establishing trade relations with other mountain homes will allow us to construct new dwellings and recruit additional colonists. Only 3 of our mules now remained. Turned north with some hesitation, returning again the direction of Loch, hoping to reach the hold at Yunvale before Thor made the river delta unfordable. Ready Wayfare, 15 leagues, Melbourne. Oh, I need trade law to be able to do this. How do we get trade law? Knowledge of the world beyond our halls comes chiefly by the trade winds which carry goods to and from. Increase our trade law by trading and completing missions. Okay, so we have to do an overworld mission. Click the Great Overworld map near the Great Entrance we came through to view the overworld and accept a mission from a nearby settlement. Welcome to the overworld. This is a world inhabited by other people than just dwarves. From kingdoms of humans to orcish war tribes surrounds your mountain home, trying each day to expand their reaches. Trade wares or fulfill missions in order to improve your reputation with these factions. Starting off with the interface, the top bar remains the same as in the mountain home, except with the new mountain home icon that now returns you to the mountain. Take note that the game won't pause automatically when you open the overworld. This can be changed in the options. The outliner now looks slightly different, now showing content relating to overworld. This is your mountain home. Something hold. Watching the world from its high perch. From here, you command your dwarves and change the world with your influence. Over here lies the market known as Inicia, leaving a good impression by trading with them to earn trade lore and explore new locations. This is the location window for Inicia. From here you can buy and sell wares or pick up missions. This area details the specific location. Here you can see the location's health, fortification, or your trade level with the location. Each location is part of a larger faction. Inicia in particular is part of the kingdom of Vendor? Really? The trading post is part of the kingdom of Vendor? In this area, you can find statistics about the factions. Manpower and might are shared with all locations under the same banner. And whenever they've amassed enough resources, the factions send out armies to combat their foes. The notice board will list current events that are transpiring within the location. The area lists either what they can buy from this location, what you can sell, or what missions are available. Whenever you buy or sell items with the location, you can see in this area what items are currently being traded. Go beyond. Why does this strike me as plus ultra? It's time for you and your entourage of fellow dwarves to spread the good word of your colony, make allies or enemies, and venture beyond the halls of stone for glory and riches. For stone and steel, let the world know of the dwarves of something hold. First contact. Acquire 1 trade level. Increase the indicated value to complete the mission. Okay. Sure. Buy or sell stuff. Well, I don't need anything at the moment. Increase the quality of our trade contacts with this location by buying or selling goods. Will award us trade lore and discover new lands beyond. Yeah. It says 0 out of 3. I don't know how much... I want to sell just one thing to see what that affects. Like, is it sell 3 items to gain a level, or what? And so it looks like you might be taking stuff. Yep, you're off. Oh, we got more things we can make. There we go. We can make blocks now. Cool. So we need 2 granite chunks to make 1 granite block. Easy. And that seems to be an infinite resource. We can just make more of it. Crushed granite, a useful material for laying building foundations or growing beds for the various plants and mushrooms that grow in the dark. Okay. Granite pillars. A pillar of granite for holding up the terrible weights that bear down upon the mountain home. Okay. Slabs. Okay, cool. Okay. So, a block of granite, which is 2 chunks of granite, is worth the same thing as a chunk of granite. So, selling blocks of granite, not the best way of doing things. On the other hand, copper seems to be a good thing to sell. Question is, ah, that's right, that's our money up there. Cool. Okay, so you can't see a lot of the trading things because my stuff's in the way. It doesn't seem to be a good place to put myself. It seems like the entire screen gets used up. So it looks like there's a sliver of experience there. So I'm wondering if that's what one thing is worth. Also, this, which I think was made out of ingots, seems to be worth less than just the ingots. So let's have a look. Yeah, that was made out of the ingots. So just selling ingots seems to be the way to go, at least for now. So I'm going to make 5 copper ingots and then sell 5 copper ingots and see how that goes. Also, I think it might be a good idea to... in the stone chest. See if that's going to get in the way of things. And then if I can, I'll tell it to store the copper chunks in there. Which might provide us with like a good place to store it. Looks like people have levels. Because they've all got these pluses to say that, you know, it looks like they've got levels. talent tree. Yeah, there's 2 talent points available. Yeah, there's so much information. Okay, so poor meals are causing bad things. Traits, omen, +2 wisdom, -2 greed gain. Sorry, -0.02 greed gain and 0.02 morale gain. A ripple in the aether whispers that this dwarf's appearance in the mountain home foretells of future both great and terrible. Grim is grumpy, so it has -1 awareness, -30 empathy, -30 social competence, and another -0.01 morale gain. Dwarf always seems to wake up on the wrong side of the bed and rarely has a kind word to spare. Sound like Grim. And Driven has fervor and gives +1 fervor, +2 robustness, +30 social competence, so offsetting the grumpy there, and +200 maximum energy. This dwarf drives through challenges like a steel pickaxe through dry dirt. So movement speed is up, climbing speed I'm assuming is down. Like it's less than 100%. Fusion range, experience gain, fall damage resistance. Bad on empathy, not as bad on social competence. Okay. A careful study, this dwarf has found certain ways with words allowing them to edit. Wait, there's a whole bunch going on here, so I'm gonna come back to this after the battle. Because otherwise the battle will be delayed by quite a significant amount. Dancer, I can see you in here with the book. I do not see anyone else having their big name on the field. Go get them, people. We're an hour in already. Well, we're winning the numbers game, and it looks like the boss unit's already gone. So this is good. There we go. Hey, bunch of quests done. Evil, welcome in. How you doing? Dancer, you took out the top spot with Valmos assisting. There were no epics. Random winners go to Labard, who gets a Centurion, and Dancer, who gets 2 monks. And just before we dip into the next level, I have a bunch of quests to turn in. And Templar Scrolls. Is that the end of that quest line? It is. Look at that. Bomber Scrolls. Circus Scrolls. Now, those scrolls weren't enough to be able to get my Templar over the next level. But those scrolls were enough to get my warriors over. Now, this is sort of one of the things that I wanted to talk about. I have got the guidelines for making a full body skin, and while I'm still reading through the details, the basic idea is that they've said that it can be anything that's not going to like violate the terms of service. Um, we cannot provide art. Their artists have to be the ones that do it because they're making assets for their game. It doesn't matter if what we make is like someone else's, because basically they're saying that there are so many streamers that are doing this that there's bound to be crossover. They won't make anything that's exactly the same, but don't worry if your idea happens to be like someone else's idea. Um, so yeah, we need to come up with something. Now, a suggestion has been made of using my ghost, and my thought was going to be asking all of you, like that idea? Do you have something else that you'd like to suggest? And if we do use the ghost, what unit do you want as a ghost? Yeah, Dancer, full body skin, because we hit the goal up here. Effectively, you and the generous people like yourself that bought the skins got us enough points. So we're not going to have just like a head skin. It's going to be an entire unit. So I would like suggestions on what people think of what unit we should do. Like, do you want it to be a common unit? Like, for instance, um, like these all look like rogues, but we actually have a rogue here. We could do a rogue skin that's a ghost, if that's what someone wanted to do. If everyone said that, that their favorite unit. My favorite unit, I'm a bit more mechanical than that. I don't have a specific unit that I like. I just tend to go for what seems appropriate at the time. If I was going to pick out the unit that's most like me, that's a completely different thing. But the idea is that it should be something that people like you, so that all of you will get fun use out of it. Anyway, let's not hold things up any longer. Welcome back, Tara. Hobbies is still the only thing that I need to do, but there are still armored units. Okay, I don't even need assist anymore, just kill things, apparently. Still trying to get units to 30, though. Yeah, Tara, I have had issues with art for a while now. It's being worked on, but there's there's been issues with art. And the sub badges are tricky because they're the evolving ones. Well, actually, sub badges and bit badges are evolving ones. Okay, there we go. Good. Set up? Yes. Okay. Dancer, you are trying to get units to 20 and placing a certain amount. Yeah, fair enough. So that's just place a whole bunch of units. Not much, you can't really get around that. See, making potions that get fancier and fancier, that's exactly the sort of thing that they should be. My problem has been that trying to figure out what I would want to get fancier and in what way do I want them to get fancier. And yeah. It doesn't hurt that the artist that did my emotes has been having some troubles. Anyway, let's continue on. So, filter. I want pause in there. Apparently there's just coal all over the ground and I didn't know about it. Okay, so that's good. That's doing things. Now, is there a way to sort this? I do not see a sort function. Damn. Anyway. So, I wanted to sell 5 of those, just to see how that would affect things. Then over here, I want another... I want another chest so that we can have the ingots that get used in there stored there. Hey, Dark Wolf. Yeah, that's what we've just been talking about. Apparently, Terra, the amazing person that he is, has just surprised a friend with some artwork and was considering doing the same thing here. Because I am lacking in such things. No, that'll get stored in there. That's fine. Okay. Okay, so look at that. 5 copper bars got us a third of the way? Almost halfway, sort of, a bit. 2/5 of the way. So, if I do that... What, 10? Try 10. Oh no, you know what? The ingots get stored in there. That's okay. What else do we use it? Ingots, ingots. So yeah, that's fine. Another blacksmith's hammer. Means I should totally make another 5 ingots just in case. Okay, so this is starting to come together. Apparently we have 3 out of 6 dwarves. We could have 3 more dwarves. Oh, I completely forgot what I was doing. So, talent tree. This thing exists. Okay, we don't know what social competence is for yet. Trading a thing. Caller, metallurgist, builder, miner, trader. There we go. Merchants, buyers, and sellers, accomplished traders negotiate deals with overworlders, haggle over prices on distant trade missions, and perform everywhere needed the strange alchemy of transmuting the goods of the mountain home to and from the universal currency of coin. That... okay. But... okay, so doesn't seem to be influenced by anything. Nobody really has got the social competence. I don't know. But the thing is that this gives social competence, but the thing is, what the... okay, hold control. Ability to come across favorably in social interactions, influencing others' opinion of them. So, yeah, like, my guess is that trading would be affected by social competence, which means that Grim is not great at doing the trading. There's left click to allow, but it doesn't say how to not allow. Yep, the power of observation gives a bonus to exploring. Bonuses to awareness, empathy, experience gain, and vision. Dwarf sees the natural world around in clearer focus than its peers and is able to detect secrets with surprising. Rugged mindset makes them more robust. Has more health. Lunker Scout, another exploring thing. Thrifty Outlook makes them better at tailoring and trading, as well as some wisdom. So most of these are not things that we want on Grim. Tier 1 stuff, not for Grim. But tier 2 things have requirements of tier 1 things. So, tricky. Grim is a builder. That requires complex stone masonry and the power of observation. So we should take this just because it leads to that. Oh, Forge Mind. Okay. Okay, we don't have arcane things yet, but having a forge-minded person seems like a good idea. Lack of drink. Without morale boosters such as water, mead, or beer, our dwarves will eventually be lost to despair. A source of morale is necessary for any mountain home. Okay, so we need to buy some liquid, apparently. Deep hops. Okay, we don't have any, we don't have the ability to buy liquid. Deliver a simple lantern. That should be doable. Let me see. Yeah. While this stuff's being done, let's look at what Dancer's good at. Dancer is a cast out that has -1 robustness, -65 social competence, worst maximum energy and morale. Wow, being a cast out sucks. This dwarf was cast out from another hold for some unknown transgression and only unwillingly does it speak of the past. Machine accident. All professional critical failures are +10%, deafness -2, and robustness -2. This dwarf has at some point in its life suffered a terrible fate at the hands of some perfidious clockwork. Something happened. Okay, so we did that. Okay, mission success, but interesting. selling the copper ingots. Still seems to be the best money for product that we've got. Outdated equipment. Some of your dwarves are still using the worn and outdated grandfather's tools they brought with them to the something hole. Craft new tools at a smithy. Equip a tool by right-clicking it and choose the appropriate dwarf. Equip a tool alternately by opening a dwarf's character screen and clicking one of the belt slots. Everyone's using old things. Okay. One or more of your dwarves have no professions preferences. Dwarves are good at some professions and bad at others, and guiding them towards what they should and do comes highly recommended. Open a dwarf's character window and look through the profession list, or open the job broker you disallow professions you don't want dwarves to do, and favorite the ones that you want them to sell at. Bobby, welcome in. How you doing? Button on the character's profession list which shows the colony's profession stats is helpful. That can be disabled in other options. Okay. One of those days. Sorry to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay, but you know, we always hope for good things for our friends. Dancer is also a gambler. Wow, you've got 3 bad traits from the Dancer. So it seems that you like hauling. I'm gonna say that that's what you like doing. It's super handy. Look at all this stuff though. Dancer, is there anything that you would like your dwarf to do? Like to be better at? Oh, okay, so that's the one we need. We need militia volunteer. Which requires this, which requires that. Dancer is strong like Ox. Dancer is smart like Ox. Dead Ox, but that's okay. Okay, so we'll... Okay, so hauling and mining. I don't think that we want to disable anything at this point, but we're going to favorite hauling and mining. And this, they both require rugged mindset, so you'll start off there. and I'm gonna go with the Fearless Brawler because at some point we're gonna need a combatant. I think I'm gonna... Oh, this person seems to be our explorer. Maybe? Oh no, we want them to be a stonemason. Because that's the three things that we've got going at the moment. We've got making things out of stone, making things out of metal, and supplying both of those things. So... So we want metallurgist, blacksmith. So to do that, that's a power of observation. It needs complex stone masonry. So how do we complex stone mason? There, we need 30. So we're only 8 off doing that. Okay. Cool. We're getting there. Didn't hear anything past Dead Ox. It's okay. I've just been sorting out roles and trying to figure out who can do what. Okay, so trade stuff. Just in case people weren't here earlier, we can rename the dwarves. We have one that is still using a standardized name. Okay, so that's... Okay, yes, we are 2/3 now. That's good. So yeah, if you want to be our 3rd dwarf, then feel free to speak up. That's right, we need to say who should and should trade things. So I want Dancer not trading because Dancer doesn't like people. We've got an energetic Flag Fist Ribbon. Okay, so this 3rd person is a bit of a machine with the most social competence out of everyone. So you're our trader, buddy. At least for now. Danny, yes, but what is that name? What's going on there? Okay, so we've gotten enough now to be able to make that. Means I can now make dwellings, which means that things should be a bit nicer. That's a bunny. That's a slime. 1, why is there a bunny? 2, why is there a slime? Go get him, Dancer. There a repair? Yeah, I want to repair this thing. How does one repair? Okay, someone's on it. We're good. Killian from The Hobbit and Kakashi from Naruto. Sure, okay. I have no problem with either of these things. Okay, so we need to construct... There's another cave down here. Now, I want some infrastructure because I want to, like, build... I don't want to keep building just on this axis. Ancient dwarven statue gives +1 sovereignty, masterfully cut from stone. This statue tells tales of aeons that even the mountains have forgotten. Dwellings provide vision range of 15, energy gain while sleeping of +0.5, and require lumber, granite pillars, and blocks of granite. Okay. I want... Okay, that didn't feel like half an hour. Do not see any big names on the field this time, so I'm just gonna throw this there. They go get him, people. I'd get up and stretch a bit. Well done. Dancer, you took out the top spot with... Wait, how'd I get here? And Elusek getting the epics with you? Random rewards go to Dancer getting flag bearers and Elusek getting gold. Name is just Killian the Hobbit. Do you want me to rename them, Danny? Hey, what do we got? Archers, not bad. And gold. Oh, no problem. Okay, again, no specific thing needed, so I'm just going to keep throwing in that tank since it's my highest level units. Back to the game. I really hope that's attacking the rabbit and not the stone chest. It is! Okay. Now, landscaping. No infrastructure. Yes. Camp draws fluids from fluid bodies in the world and render them in a form useful for crafting. The pump draws fluids from all tiles in its footprint. Okay, so it still needs to be near water. Granite slabs, okay. Okay, so that's building that. And I need 2 granite pillars as well. And a lumber, which I don't have the ability to do, so let's go buy a lumber. Really? Do not have lumber. No, wait, there. Oof. That's suspensive. Why is their lumber so much more than our copper? Seven granite chunks and 3 granite blocks. Elder Waves, welcome in. How you doing? Things are going okay. I am slowly learning how this game works. Possible orders. The dwarves complain that certain orders are impossible to execute. They lack materials or a clear way to get to where they need to go. Craft granite chunks is impossible? What? Why? Not full. Oh. It's saying that it needs granite chunks, but it's also the thing that makes the granite chunks, so we just had to wait on someone to actually do the work. Hey, look! Who is the most greed deprived? Dancer, congratulations, you get a room. I don't know why you're just standing there, but, okay. Mountain law and trade law. Okay, so first contact begun. Vardan the first fourth. Vestibulum the first moon in the 1836th year of the 6th eon. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Due to recent developments, the mountain home has a new mission, first contact. Let us not tarry in the completion of this important Dawnlit caverns discovered. Same day, a new biome region, Dawnlit Caverns, was discovered. Its unique characteristics are nothing. Yes, all for yourself, Dancer. Everyone gets their own room, apparently. Okay, so... I'm gonna put a continual... So when there's less than 10, make 5. Okay. When there's less than 5, make 5. Because I need more stairs. Look. Wow. That's a lot of down. I want there to... Okay, so I always want there to be 2 of these because that's what it takes to make one of these. So hopefully when I build a set of stairs, they'll use what's there and then replace it with a super nice thing that you can do. But I need to get to a place where there's water because we're running out of liquid. I don't think going up's gonna find me water. That looks like an interesting thing. Oh, I also need granite blocks as a thing. And we're running out of food as well. Excellent. Going so well. I haven't gotten up to the point of being able to make food yet. So the fact that we're running out of it's a problem. Oh, there we go. 2 of them. They broke my chest. Okay, so we're gonna need to put a wall in here. And then when they end up coming here, hopefully they'll get stopped by the door. How is this looking to everyone? What do you think of the game? I should really ask that sort of thing more often because, you know, the whole point of playing random different things each week is to show them off and see what people think. Interesting. Interesting's a good start. I'm really hoping I can find some water. Food. Maybe it's covered under food. Dwarves crave food. Food satisfies their hunger desire, and you try to keep it high, just like with the other desires, energy, morale, and greed. Dwarves get an effect or modifier based on its value. Here is an example of a modifier when the hunger status bar is filled up. Now, right, okay, so super helpful. Thanks for that. I think it's just going to be a matter of... So that gives us the cookhouse, a farm, fertile soil. That gives us the ability to grow food. So, yeah, I don't really have a liquid option. Kind of important. Hey, there's mushrooms down here, so that's a good start. Quirky kind of game. Is a bit. The verticality of it's interesting. You like the art better than Oxygen Not Included? One thing that I think that Oxygen Not Included does a little bit better than this is that I don't feel like I've got a strong foundation. Like I'm being told to build things that, okay, sure, like build the thing, okay, but the alerts over here are saying that, hey, you might want to think about doing something about this, and I haven't gotten to the point yet where that's viable. So I feel like the foundations are a bit of a problem. So I'm worried that they're going to die of hunger and thirst before we actually get to the point where I can do something about it. Which may be just like a bad random seed. I don't know. Why is Dancer just standing there? And I want to be building more rooms so that they'll be happier, but I don't want to build more rooms because that's stopping them from doing the other things that I'm trying to get them to do at the moment, which is get to where there could be food and water. And last I saw, there wasn't... You've got eggs, meat, that sort of thing. But I can't buy, like, beer. Or even just water. What a vault. To start, the mountain home can hold a bit of coin, but to hold it safe from rats and theft, vaults will be needed. Once the mountain home or existing vaults start to fill up, a warning will be issued so you can start building more. The vault will also spill over visibly. Oh. Green ooze spilled as lifeblood from a far vaster mass of the same substance. Strange jelly animated to life mere moments ago. The fear is always present that one of its queer wobbling shall shake it to life yet again. Not ideal. Okay, so this should get us to the ground. I think... See? We blocked it off this time. Haha! And that door is much stronger than the chest is. So, or getting killed from the look of it. Question is, Dance, like, because this just has the interact thing on it, is Dancer going to be the one doing it, or is it going to be Killian? And look at them constantly just having to run around the stairs. Dancer, okay. Okay, that's another thing. If I put a stone chest on top of the house here, it seems like a bad place for it, but let's have a look. Can I just, like, build attached to the backgrounds? Is everything going to be fine with that? If I put food in there, like those mushrooms that we've just been... Heavy blue caps of tonkat mushrooms spring up with regularity wherever the rain of pickaxes fall hard on the mountain. Look! Dancer's actually sleeping in her room. And missing copper. Dancer does not look like it. So there are upgrades apparently that you can make. A tier 2 upgrade is a bed. But that's okay, because you've got a place you can store your money, and apparently that's the important thing. Okay, let's see. Will this just, you know, be fine up there? Okay, so you're running to get something. Food on the ground, apparently. Okay, so that is storing our food, of which we have depressingly little. Dancer, can I get you? How do I get them to pick up food? The gamma? I don't know. No. No, it's dark for me as well. Like, I have to move the mouse around the place. I can possibly build lights, though. They require lumber. Why would you build wooden lampposts in a place that's made out of stone and metal? That's a sly fox. Okay, let's do farming. Apparently after the battle. So, change scenes. I need you to change scene. Miss Veronica here with a Jack bomber. Haven't seen that before. And DSE 92 with a long shot Apollo archer. Go get him, people. Normally I don't have to worry about where the stream rated window is, because it's only blocking like part of the things that don't really matter all that much. A giveaway has started. Okay, so this time Kat Zarek took out the top spot with Dancer assisting. Kat also got all of the epics recently. Random rewards go to Misty getting a bomber, Labenzu getting a saint, and Labard getting a buster. I completed a bunch of quests. Hey. Could be able to fit 2 battles? Probably 2 battles. I don't think that my war beast, yeah. War beast is not ready. Who you need? No, really, who are you? How are you doing, Hados? Brave explorers ventured deep into the unknown depths, unearthing secrets about Krasdurinrig. It's worth 4 mountain lore. Okay. I'm a little bit confused about the building in this. That's background. Okay, and if I do... I'm curious if this will pan out. Like, I don't know what to do about the lack of drink, but I'm hoping that by making a farm, I can at least solve the lack of food. it's interesting that you can just produce stone. That you don't have to mine the actual mountain to be able to make stone. It's just a function of this building. So, how do I make better pick? Farmer's rake, cook's ladle, simple things. Miner's pickaxe. Pickaxe head and handle. See how that goes as well. Okay. Yes, everyone getting in on the giveaways. What we like to see. I've got a bunch of stuff. That bunch of stuff just kind of sits there unless people are actually doing stuff with it. But one of the things that I'm curious about is if they can't get to that anymore because they did it in the dumb order. And Dancer, you look like you've gotten yourself stuck. Oh? Mickey smart like ox, yes. That's rude. It appears to be in the ground and untargetable. No, there it is. Okay, okay. That's the building's health. They are there. Okay. There you go. Dancer, you finished mining up there, and so fell. Thankfully not to your death. Okay, so first steps first, make the platform. Worry about what goes on the platform once the platform's been made, because otherwise everyone's dumb. Oh good, we've got lack of medicine going as well. Hey, Hados, you are a winner. It's I could really have used some more guidance on the these are the things you need to do for your dwarves to survive. I feel like that would have been a good part of the tutorial, not just telling me what their needs are, but how to meet their needs. And even if I do start growing these mushrooms, I'm not sure how that's going to affect their thirst. Lack of drink is not a survival thing so much. Well, sort of. I guess the morale is treated as a survival thing. Next thing for Grim is all the way down there. This. Master of Mines. Oh, okay, that requires two other things. So, Lunker Scout. And Yeoman Farmer. Getting close to building this platform. Danny, we do have a command for hacks. You're welcome to use it. Go with an X though, just in case. Apparently, Dancer, you're running out of greed. Oh, morale is at 0. Might be going to lose this one just because, yeah, again, I don't know how to deal with the things that aren't available. We can get food, but I can't get liquid. There's a cave farm. Cave farm is capable of growing any underground plants and mushrooms. Okay, so I don't need to put this top layer in. Okay, okay. That's good to know. Hey. Let's see if the cave farm is a good thing. Let's see if it works. Oh, right. They're running out of greed because there's no money. We need to make something that's sellable. Okay, so if we get some money, then they'll get the money and they'll be happy about the money. I hope, maybe. Old bones burnt to ash and ground to a fine powder and fused with a terrible fecund power. Water! Needs fecundity. Okay. The fecundity's there. Okay. I want to keep 3 water there at all times just so that people have something to drink. Again. Okay, yep, we want to store enough food for each of them as well. I hope that works. Ah, and the fecundity is refilled by crushed granite. So we're good. And the lack of food is gone. Okay, I feel better about this. Now we're just lacking medicine. Let's look at what we need for medicine. And in 3, we can do that. The knowledge of medicine allows us to construct infirmaries. and in them several potent medicines, so as to aid the ailing and wounded dwarf. Buckwort, redleaf, rime broad. There are as many cures for bleeding as there are ways to bleed, but the efficiency of any remedy depends always on skillful application. From Grammaticon Hematologica, Cures and Remedy. Okay, so get them to mine out that, and we'll build a place to make medicine. Don't know what the game is, but the music is baller. What would you describe this as? And Delta Waves, the game is called Hammerting. Wondering... Don't need these old things. How do I... Well, I'm selling that apparently. I don't know how to not sell that. It's fine. If I need one, I'll just make another. And selling copper is a fast way of getting money. Because a copper, a copper bar is worth 18. It's not bad. But when you're up and running, I'm thinking that just selling crappy granite stuff is probably going to be the way to go. Because it's an unlimited resource that just means that you have to have someone making it. At least they're all active now, which is nice. And what else? What else is there? There's good for farming. I'm guessing that's a Malay thing. So again, we're getting to the point of needing to specialize things. Getting to the point where I'm having to choose whether I want someone to be able to defend the colony or do all of the different tasks. I really do want to start putting lights up around the place, but it's expensive. Dancer, why do you say that? What are you thinking? Okay. I thought that you were, I guess, implying that there might be something tricky about it. How it works for us as opposed to it will be interesting to just play it. I haven't had a chance yet. I've downloaded the pack and found out that some of the mods are the ones that have opted out of third-party clients. So that was a hurdle to start off with. But you know, not the end of the world. More things banging on our door. Dancer, For me, it was able to grab one of the two without issue. The, the other of the two, it wasn't able to grab. And I think it's a work in progress, because it would have been nice if it had the option of like open the page for these mods that have opted out so that you can manually download them. But yeah, just it seemed like it's got an interesting method to try and get them, and yeah, one was successful, the other wasn't. No, not the packs. The ability to download the mods in GD Launcher, I think, is a work in progress. It is battle time. And interestingly enough, yeah, Minecraft packs tend to be works in progress until they are no longer valid. Wait, how'd I get here? How did I get here? I shouldn't abbreviate when the name doesn't. Has an ancient archer. Dancer has a longshot me archer. Delta Waves has an epic tank, and Dewig has a centurion. Hey, go get him, people. Challenge packs? I mean, yeah, if they get a specific idea and that's all that they want to do, fair. But no, most packs that I've seen, they get developed and made until, you know, well past the point where they started. And that means that by the time that they are done and they are happy with what they've got, it's time to move on. GSE 92 took out the top spot this time with Horse Doorbot assisting Robo, myself, and wait, how did I get here? Got the most recent epics. Random rewards, go to Labard getting some musketeers, and Dancer getting some gold. And we should be fine on one more battle, which is the token chest. Did I quest it all? No. Token chest. I remember the name Agrarian Skies, but I think I only played Agrarian Skies 2. Oh. That's a lovely, lovely person gifting a skin to Delta Waves. Dancer, thank you very much. Prioritization in this is so weird. Like, why would they go for the outer block first? Oh, you know what it is? It's because they have jobs assigned to them. So the first block probably got claimed by someone who was further away, which meant that the other person did the other block that was within reach faster. That's a mole. Experience to 19. Nice. Yeah, Dancer, it will be interesting to check out a different pack. I'm hoping that I've given myself enough time. I don't see a few weeks being... I don't think I'll be short on time. I'm just hoping it's a good amount of time to try things so that we can get it under wraps before everyone else starts playing. And, you know, we can have a decent experience of the pack. Will hopefully give me the time to be able to figure out how to do setting up things for everyone and yeah, how we can do this particular pack as a community. Dancer, do you see there being a problem with us doing it as a community? Like, is there something... Has anything stood out as a negative? This is a good way of putting it. Why would there be a problem with us doing it as a community? Oof. Okay, so that's a bit... The prelude to a Fallout vault? I mean... I can see the similarities. Fallout didn't really have dwarves, though. Okay, so we need a beam. Someone had to make the vault. Generally speaking, wasn't that vault core? I mean, it wouldn't be hard to name a colony Vault whatever. Rem, are you going to get yourself murdered by yourself before we can build the infirmary? We can only hope. Oh no. Just this whole thing of I'm going to get up to a high place, mine it so that I can't get back down from it without falling and injuring myself. Like, come on, game. There should be a more simplistic way of doing this. The fact that they do that they mine out what's underneath them and then fall, is a bit of a problem. Food takes priority. Okay, it looks like we do actually need to make the soil. And plant the mushrooms on the soil so that we can grow it. Ah, these slimes. They're just a nuisance. I need an automated defense system. Gauze requires hide. Mushroom paste requires mushrooms and water. Balm of ooze requires green slime and water. And mushroom oil requires mushroom. And try to keep one on hand at all times of that. Oh no, Dancer. That is not the best thing to be doing. Wow! What's wow, Evil? Okay, so Grim's not in danger of death anymore. Wow, you're still here. Oh no. I'm glad that you are still here. That shouldn't be a wow, though. Sell some more iron, I guess. Granite chunks. Granite chunks is like the infinite resource. But 2 granite chunks makes a granite block. What makes a granite slab? Two granite chunks makes a granite slab. So instead of getting 2 for the slab, 2 for the chunks, we would get 6 for the slabs. That's worthwhile. So I need to up that 10 so that we have some decent selling material. I'm gonna try and organize your thoughts. Trick is find something and then squirrel away and lose track of what you're doing. So much you need to get done and want to get done and can't figure out how to get done. Okay. Yeah. I don't know, Dancer. Everyone's different. For me, I find having a to-do list that I can organize to be helpful. In the sense of, whenever I think of something, I can write it down so that I can have all of the things outside my head rather than just floating around in there. Because, you know, forgetting about stuff means that they don't get done. At the moment, just, there's a tasks thing in, Gmail that is sufficient for me. In the past, I've used, what was it called? An RPG thing. And we have no mushroom. Bit of a problem. Habitica, that's the word. I remember. Habit RPG became Habitica. start gaming the game. Okay, so that's self-destructive. Because to me, that's using the thought process of that there's a way to win this, rather than this is an entertaining way to track the things that I want done. So it takes the point away from managing your tasks and puts it on beating an unbeatable game. So hey Nim, welcome in. How are you doing? Yes. A giveaway has been started for anyone that is interested. Yeah, having an aversion to things that are helpful to you is tricky. Hey, okay. So we planted the mushrooms. Hopefully that's a start on renewable food. I guess hydrophobia could be an aversion to something that's helpful to you, depending on if it, you know, all liquids or only liquids in specific instances. So, for instance, if you had a glass of water and that's okay, and like having it, possibly even having a shower is fine, but like pools and stuff aren't. Then, yeah, that's not too bad. If you find that any form of liquid is a problem for you, then yes, that would be a problem. Oh, wow. Look at this place. There's a chunk of text there. In the temperate, average between the cold of the mountain and the blasting heat of brimstone. Thank you very much for the follow. There's a message in chat for you. Alright, the temperate average between the cold of the mountain, the blasting heat of brimstone vapors seeping up from the deep magmatic stores. If left undisturbed for centuries, the precious life cycle of the Emperor Agaric begins. The Emperor, once grown to terrible size and having carved in its growth convulsion a cavernous atrium around itself, begins to exude a strange green ooze, taking amorphous forms as physically dominated retainers of the mushroom. Okay, interesting. Really? Right now? You, jerk timing game. Quest complete. Due to recent developments, the mountain home has a new mission, Jelly Potluck. Mission started. And things are under attack. Okay. Look at all that stuff. I have no idea how long that's going to take to grow. Oh, look! AJ managed to remember how to stream again. We will head over there in 5 minutes once the battle is done. That looks like there's something back there. There's coal in there. So coal is a finite resource. Ilakio is raiding with the party of 17. Playing RimWorld, nice. Theo, how are you doing? Thank you for bringing your people over again. It's always nice to see you. And I guess if you're playing RimWorld, because RimWorld's pretty great, have you heard of Hammerting? Scooter, welcome in. How are you? I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Kyo. Always a good thing. So this is another colony management game. As you can see, it's got that whole 2D vibe, but you are dwarves and you are digging out the mountainside. Like, look how far out I can zoom. And I'm only in the beginning stages of the game. Delta, congratulations, you are a winner. It does have a craft the world sort of feel to it, but I'm getting a much more complicated vibe from it. Oh. You will have to get access to the car dimension for that information. You know, we just run the competitions here. What to do and how it works. Okay, so if you played Oxygen Not Included, it has that similar start where you have a portal and your dwarves come out of it. But in this sense, the portal is actually access to the overworld. Kind of fun. You have to do the standard things. You mine out areas, gain access to buildings. There's research that you can do to be able to get access to different types of buildings and stuff. And it's just managing, manage dwarves. Like with RimWorld, they've got different tasks that they can do. So you have to figure out what your dwarves are going to be good at and what you want to specialize to and all that kind of stuff. There's slimes that have been attacking my base, so you have to protect yourself. And basically, while you're developing your colony, there's also interactions with various different nations on the overworld. So you can do trade, and if I click on this, it shows you that there is standing with the different things. So I'm guessing at some point, if you piss people off enough, they may actually try and attack your mountain. But that's speculation because, again, very early in the game. Is there anything that you would like to know in particular? Irregularly, Scooter. They have not been on a timer. They just turn up occasionally. So, yeah. One of the nice things that has happened is that you can build these stairs fairly early on so that you can get to different areas of the map. So you don't have to, like, build ramps awkwardly leading down. I haven't found water as a in-world resource yet, but I've discovered that the farm here can produce water, which is kind of nice. Does have tutorials. They are not what I would consider comprehensive, but they do give you a good idea on various things that can be done. Darkwolf's fighting with his mic. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, that is... You have a... Kyo, you brought your people over here just as we are about to finish up. So we'll be raiding over to Darkwolf, who is doing a different thing, which is what I tend to do here on Friday nights. Hopefully, you'll all have fun there. I'll keep this going just for a minute, just to give people an idea of how it sort of feels and look like before we move on, because, you know, it is an interesting game, and we've got a whole bunch of people who Haven't seen it. I am trying to get us more money though. So I want. That's how you do that. Excellent. So dwarf runs off with the product and goes off to sell it. And get missions here as well. The current mission is to buy a certain amount of stuff from them, which is very expensive, and I do not have the ability to do that yet while I'm trying to keep my dwarves alive. Ah, the mushrooms are growing. Okay, so they're automatically harvesting the mushrooms. That's good. And because they're planted, they're not running out. That's also good. Blood Bowl? Okay, so that's what's happening tonight. That makes sense. I remember that, now that you've mentioned it. The reviews, though, on Steam, are the reviews not good? Are they amusing? What are we talking about here? They're awful? Oh no. Starting the game has not been a terrible process. There's been some things that were awkward, but overall, the starting experience has been good. So, I don't feel like it's the early game that's the problem. But I am, I guess, running late, so I am going to jump over Spring Raiders battle. And exit game and do this. So, I do not see any epics on the field. Hopefully we'll have enough to get through this. Go get him, people. And of course, before we go, don't know why I said of course, no one knows what I'm talking about. Before we do finish, I have a very important question to ask everyone that has no bearing on anything other than what I'm going to do after stream, which is, do you think I should have pizza or chicken nuggets? And don't say both. I'm not doing both. Pizza? Ooh, double waves. I specifically said don't say both. Scooter as well. Why? Okay, so top spot goes to GoPro Slow-Yo with Willa assisting. We had no epics. Random rewards though go to Dancer getting a Musketeer and Delta Waves getting 2 healers. I do not have chicken pizzas as an option, sadly. It's supreme pizzas or chicken nuggets. It's a poll. Thank you, Nib. Okay, so that's where we are leaving off. We will be picking back up on Stream Raiders on Sunday because there are 4 days left, so we will have time to do a bit more. That should be our Tiny Tina and Minecraft streams fitting in this event. And pizza's the winner. There we go. So, thank you all for joining me this evening. I found this game interesting. I will probably end up playing more of it off stream. As usual, if people would like to see more of it on stream, please let me know. We have a whole section for that in the Discord. As I mentioned, the next stream here is going to be in 2 days' time. Starting, like, the schedule is under the stream somewhere there. Wonderlands. I'm pretty sure we're going to get to the end of the main plot. And hopefully we haven't done the DLC, but regardless, even if we have, there's enough other stuff in the game that means that we'll, at the very least, get one more stream out of it. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope that you all have fun over at Dark Wolf's place. I'm going to set up that raid for you. And then that's it. We are done. Okay, looks like Dark Wolf is no longer fighting with their mic. That's a good thing. Here is my ending screen. It's a way of saying thank you to the people who have done a little bit extra. There we go, raid has started. Just in case anyone is in doubt, I very much appreciate you all being here. It really does make playing games a lot more interesting, and, you know, I can't do this without your support. Until I see you all next time, take care, stay safe, and have fun!